And that is a happy boy. Hello everyone and welcome back to Rolling with Autism. Today you're joining me in Addison's room and we are going to talk about some things that we use for Addison when it just becomes too much. As you can hear, he's walking back and forth here with his lovely device, listening in G minor and in slow motion. So talented. But yes, we're going to talk about some stuff that we use for Addison. Like when he comes back from his dad's, the change of environment is very, very rough on Addison. And there are several things that we have on hand that we like to use to help curb his anxiety. So in this video today, we're going to go over that. Plus, you're going to get a health update on myself. Happy boy. All right, let's do this. Okay, so an update on me is that I have, most of you may or may not know from a previous video that I did about parents with disabilities raising children with special needs or developmental differences and the complications that come with that and what everything that I am going through. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below or I'll link it at the end of this video. So I got to see a neurologist this week, or actually last week, and was very pleased on a lot of aspects and not so pleased on some others. MS has been brought up again. I have about 80% feeling gone in my legs from the knee down. But this new doctor states that if he can't figure out what's wrong, then he will be referring me to the Mayo Clinic, which is so much better than the other guy who said, just welcome to the new you and deal with it. Yeah, that doesn't work for me. Also, when I visited the rheumatologist, he said that there was mention on my MRI that I had a bulging disc in my back. Really? Really? My MRI was in May. And nobody's telling me this till now? Fabulous. So that's a little bit of an update on me. I am running a lot slower, which means we haven't been traveling as much. It's harder to keep up with Addison. So we're just doing our daily vlogs, or weekly vlogs. We're just doing weekly vlogs. So here, today we're going to go over some stuff that we have on hand that we use for Addison when we're dealing with very high anxiety. Like tonight, guess who forgot to go to the pharmacy and pick up his meds? That would be this one. So I expect a very long night. And we'll be using a lot of these tips and tricks myself this evening. Yay! Okay, so let's move on to the first one. One of the things that we use for Addison when we're having trouble with communication or getting him on task is we use a visual chart. And as you can see, it's very much a visual schedule. He's home, he can go for a drive, we're going to go to therapy, we're going to come home, then we're going to do school, then we're going to go see Nanny, and we got to brush our teeth. So these are just some examples of some stuff that we have on our daily visual schedule. We don't use this as much anymore, but when he is having a very difficult day, just that reminder of, okay, this is exactly what my schedule is, and he can pull these off just as soon as they're completed, and put them in our little pocket that we have for it. And we used to count points for him. So every time that he used his visual schedule and we went through a day completely with minimal prompting, he got a certain amount of points for that day. And at the end of the week or end of 2 weeks, however we decided to do it, he would get to go to the toy store. And depending on how many points he had would depend on how much he had to spend at the toy store. So that's one of our reinforcers that we use for Addison. He loves going to the toy store just to pick out kites. I can't tell you how many kites we have in our house. Don't know what I'm going to do with them. So, but we use our visual chart and our visual schedule, and it works extremely well. This is a professional chiropractic massager. This thing has some power behind it. He tried it at therapy one day and absolutely fell in love. They are expensive, just to let you know. However, we got a grant in our area for autism that we were able to purchase some equipment that we needed for our home, and this was one of the items that we got this year. It is, like I said, absolutely fabulous. Comes with a little faux sheepskin, and it's got a lot of power behind it, a lot of vibration, and a lot of stimulation for Addison. It just speaks to the OT part of him, and he loves it. So we will be using this later for sure. Another thing that we have is an adult body sock that has stains on it. It is clean, just has stains on it. So what this is it's made out of a stretchy nylon material that Addison can climb in. It's got the hole here with the Velcro to seal it closed once he's inside. He has control over everything. He gets in it, he stretches it, he tries to walk in it. It's hilarious. What can I say? But he just pushes and he pulls, and it provides his body with that need for that extra pressure, for that like hug that he's needing. This, my friends, is a game changer, and I'm gonna go put this on Addison's bed to show you exactly what this is. This is what we call Blue. It is a compression sheet. You can get these for a twin or a full size, which this one is a full size. And what it is this opens on both ends. It is made of nylon material, very breathable, very stretchy, and you slip it over the mattress, and it's called a compression sheet. It squishes them down between the mattress and the sheet, and I can't tell you how many nights this has saved me. So let's go put this on the bed now, because he's been asking for it, and then I'll show you what it looks like on the mattress. There it is, folks, on the bed. I'm out of breath. Won't say that it's easy, because it's not, but Addison loves it. So let's get him in there, and we can show you what it looks like with him in it. And that is a happy boy with all his pillows and blankets and squishes. I couldn't stand it, but he loves it. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Rolling with Autism. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being a part of our family. If you're a new subscriber here, thanks for joining us. If you're an old subscriber here, thanks for sticking with us through our inability to seem to be able to vlog on time. We just have a super lot going on right now, and of course family comes first, and we're slowly getting things back to normal, as you can see. Bear's with me in the back. We'll do an episode on all of Addison's murals at a later time. Every wall in his room has something on it. Be exciting. If you are not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and you'll be notified each and every time that we upload a video. Thank you again for being part of our family, and bye!